Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's August 22nd, and if you're just tuning into the channel for the first time, this is the channel that you want to watch to sell these options or learn how to sell these options. So we got a lot of people on this channel that are just starting out, trying to sell options and make a little bit of premium, have a little bit of money coming in, and there is a bunch of people on this channel that already sell options and do very well at it. So a lot of people to help you all out if you're just learning. All right, so it was a pretty not a great week in the market. So the S&P 500 was down this week. I mean, it was up the past 2 weeks before this week. So, you know, you're going to get a down week every now and again, but it was down like 1.43% on the S&P 500, which, you know, didn't really want that to happen, but that's okay. We'll deal with it, right? It's good for the people that are in the money on the calls. So the market goes down. Hopefully your stock goes down and get you out of the money, and hopefully your option will end up worthless, and you'll keep the premium and you'll do it again and make more money. All right, I'm out here at New Smyrna Beach today. A little bit different scenery this week, and I came out here with some friends. It's actually the shark capital of the world. Okay, so yeah, a lot of sharks out here. But yeah, some of these houses too are crazy. Like this house behind me, $6 million. They just built this like a year and a half ago. So that's what we're trying to, you know, this is our end goal, to possibly get a nice place like this on the beach, you know, make a lot of premium and build up your capital. So we're gonna try to do that as best we can, right? Or maybe not this, or even just buy a house these days. Everything's so expensive. But I'm gonna go over some of my options, a few different things actually this week. That money market I was talking about on last video, I'm with Charles Schwab. So if you guys are with Charles Schwab, I found out a while back, but I didn't really look too much into it, and somebody else mentioned it. So I'm like, let me look into this. I gotta figure this out. So I looked into the money market. It's a SWVXX. So it's a ticker. It's just like a stock, you know. So you'll buy into it, and you can. I put in what, 10,000 last week, and then yesterday, actually, right before the market closed, I put in another 10,000, so 20,000. So that money market, you can collect 3.5% on your money. But the best thing is, while that money's in there and you're collecting 3.5%, you can sell put options while it's in there, which is amazing. It's great. So you can kind of double dip a little bit. So you make the 3.5% and you can sell put options. And another thing I found out is, if you have, which is this is a kind of a game changer, you know, to get some more money coming in. If you have put options out already, you don't own the shares, so you can get into the money market with the money being in the put op. You know, if you're selling put options, you got to put, well, cash secured puts. You got to put up a certain amount of cash. Even with that cash put up to sell the puts, you can still put that money in the money market and collect 3% while you're selling the put options, which that's great. I mean, that's awesome. So I've been doing that. I'm gonna probably put, I think I can put 40,000 in there, collect a little money, a little extra money. And with the money market, it pays out monthly. So the end of each month, you know, and so say if I sell, you know, I sell probably 30 or so sometimes options a week. You know, so that would be 120 options a month. I pay 45% or 45 cents fee for my options, each option. I've lowered that. It's usually 65 cents, but I renegotiated with Charles Schwab and lowered it. You know, if you sell a lot of options, you can do that. So if you haven't done that, do that. So that money that I'm making from the money market can cover hopefully all of my fees, which, you know, that's great. It's an extra, you know, 100 and something bucks a month, you know, so that's good. I'll take that. So I went over the money market. You know, you guys look into that if you haven't already. If you're with Charles Schwab, or if you're with another brokerage, you might want to, you know, check into that, see if you can get into a money market and see if you can do the same thing, collect a little extra money. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go over a few more things. Let's go find a spot. I'm gonna get under the umbrella over here and show you a few more things. All right, got my seat here. So another thing with the money market, if you do get assigned on a put option, you will have to sell enough out of your money market to cover the shares to pay for those. and you usually have to do it within like 1 day. You want to do it with 1 day because it kind of makes you look bad. I actually talked to Charles Schwab a few days ago, and they said you don't want to wait more than like 3 or 4 days because then it makes, you know, your account not look that great. So 1 day within 24 hours after getting assigned, you want to sell that money in the money market to cover the shares, okay? One subscriber in the comments actually from my last video I was talking to, and he's like, I don't have any money in cash. I don't want a penny in cash. And I totally get it now with the money market. Now, why would you? And even in the money market, if you say, I mean, it pays out at the end of every month. So if you're just get into the money market like 3 days before the month ends, it pays you day by day. So it'll pay you for those 3 days, you know? So it's nice that you don't have to have a full month in the money market to get to 3.5%. So that's very nice. All right, I did have another person asking me about taxes, and they were wondering like, how do you figure all these positions, these closed positions out when you're, you know, doing your taxes at the end of the year? I guess it's different in different countries, because in the US, when I get my statement from Charles Schwab, everything's basically done for me. So if I have a loss or, you know, I make a profit on certain positions, they do all that. And at the the beginning of next year, they will tell me my loss or my profit for the year. And when I go do my taxes, my tax consultant just punches in that number, and I don't really have to do anything. I guess in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but you have to figure out, there's not a lot of brokerages that figure all that out for you. So I was told that you have to figure all that out yourself, which is, it's a pain in the butt. But I mean, to be able to sell options, I would figure that out to be able to sell options. You know, I would be more than happy to do that, you know, because making this money, especially if you have a lot of capital, you know, if you have a lot of capital, just figure it out. But just stay up on it, you know. Like I have all my my books, you know, where I keep track of all I write everything down anyway, and I keep track. I don't have to, but I do just for my sake, you know. But write everything down as soon as you close a position. Put the profit or the loss so it doesn't make it so difficult for you when you're trying to figure it out at the end of the year. All right, so I gotta introduce you to some of my crew here. I got my girlfriend out here and her daughter, they're out here. And then I got part of my crew here, my roommate, his girlfriend, and her daughter. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Enjoying this weather? Sunny Florida? Great day, right? But yeah, it's a nice day out here today. I mean, it's not like super hot, which it's been lately, so it's kind of nice. Actually, there's a few clouds, but not too many. I don't mind the clouds. Makes it a little bit cooler. But we got another month or so, and it should cool down a little bit. I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna take my girlfriend to New York in October, so it should be very nice up there. And going back to Manhattan and hang out a little bit, show her around. She hasn't been there in a while. So I had another person in the comments ask me about, like, okay, I am pretty heavy into Carnival Cruise Lines, right? Everybody knows that, follows the channel. I love Carnival Cruise Lines, you know. It's not cooperating with me right now, really, but that's okay, you know. I'm not worried about it. We got the earnings coming out next month, September 28th, I believe. So hopefully they got lower gas prices, or, you know, because the oil was going sky high, so it's come down a little bit this quarter. So hopefully that helped them out, and they did raise rates, so hopefully they make more of a profit and the stock pops up. I just need it around 30 bucks. 31 would be great, you know, around there though, above 30, and then I can sell all those options that I really can't sell and make a good premium on right now. And I really don't want to lower the strike price. I probably could, but that stock is crazy. It'll pop up, and I don't want to sell the shares. I don't want to put a strike price out at $27, and then, because they're covered calls, I own the shares. I don't want to put a strike price at like 27 bucks, and then, you know, oil drops, Carnival Cruise Lines goes up, it blows right by 27, and I got to sell my shares for 27, and it goes into the 30s where I need it to be, you know. So I really don't want that to happen. So I figured let me just take a little bit less premium and be safe about it. You know, I try to be safe about it. Well, except for that LUNR, that wasn't safe, and look what happened. But with the Carnival, I have a majority of my money in there, so I want to be very safe and collect a little bit, and then I know it'll get back to where I need it to be, and then I can collect more premium, you know. So, but somebody was asking me what happens, because it's in the like 25.70 something right now, Carnival Cruise Lines, and it did get over 30. So they were saying, what do you do when a stock like that gaps down like that? How do you handle it with your strike prices? Because I've got strike prices, I like to put them out at 32. Those are the ones I can't really sell right now. I've got, I believe, 28 strike price and 27 strike price, and now it's at 25 something. So when it gaps down like that, how do you handle it? So the way I handle it, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You can't, there's going to be times that are going to be difficult, okay? It's not going to be, you know, you're going to have money coming in if you handle it every week. I sell weeklies, so every week I can have money coming in, and you guys see that every week when I sell the options on Tuesday. But there's going to be times where it moves too much and it puts you in a position, okay? So sometimes you got to sit on the sidelines. That's how I handle it. That's how I'm handling it right now with the 32 strike price options. So I'll do that. I'll sit out because I don't really want to lower it and take that chance. But then I pick different strike prices. You got to do that. It's like being diversified on stocks, right? You want to pick different stocks just in case something happens to one of them. What if one gets sued or files bankruptcy or whatever, you know? But with the options, you want to pick different strike prices. So I picked 32, 28, 27. I did that for this reason. When the price drops, you know, if the price drops. So if it drops, I can still sell options on the 27 strike. If I have the best thing, which everybody should do, and I'm not really doing it too much right now, but I want to hopefully get rid of, I don't know, I'm just thinking about it. My Uber is in the money right now, but it's a little bit in the money, so I don't care if a stock, if I'm ready to buy on the puts or sell on the calls, if the price of the stock, you have the price of the stock, if my strike price is 50 cents below or 50 cents above in the money, in the money on the calls, or 50 cents below in the money on the puts, I can still make great money wherever it is, 50 cents above or 50 cents below. The further it gets away from the stock price, the less premium I'll make. If it gets very far away, I'm making pennies, you know, and then I have to sit on the side like I've been doing with some of my Carnivals. So if it gaps down like that, best thing to do is have money on the side. Then you can take advantage of that. So if Carnival Cruise Lines goes to $25, I can sell puts at $24, okay? $24 strike, you know, so that's girlfriend and daughter. I guess they're done with the water. But that's how you are safe about it. Save some money, take advantage when it drops if you need to. Stagger your strike prices, like I guess diversify your strike prices. You definitely want to do that. That's how I handle it. So to answer your question, when it gaps down or gaps up, I try to, you know, have a range of different strike prices, and that usually helps out, okay? So we're gonna go over some of the positions I have out right now. And I had, well, Victoria, thank you, Victoria, for watching my videos and supporting the channel. You'll see her in the comments, but she said that she just got up to 100 shares of SpaceX. So she's selling options on SpaceX, covered calls now, right? So by doing that, she's able, just with the premium, because that's super volatile. When it's super volatile, a stock, you get very good premium, okay? You got to watch it, you know, and it is a new stock, so you don't know what it's going to do. But if you own the shares and you have the strike price above what your cost average is, well, you're good. You know, even if you lose it and it goes up, yeah, you didn't make that money, whatever it goes up above your strike price. But you know what? That's okay. You know, as long as you're making money, if you have money coming into your account, that's all that I care about, you know. You might have to sell the shares, but you're making great money on the premium, and she's selling these options and all the premium that she makes, she's able to buy more shares of SpaceX. So she has 100, she's buying like 2 or 3 extra shares a week with the premium, reinvesting it, reinvesting it, and when she gets to 200 options, or 200 shares, she'll be able to sell 2 options and double what she's making right now if she can keep that going. All right, so very, very smart. All right, so all right, I showed you what I would do if it gapped down like that. And Victoria, good job on those SpaceX shares and the options, and you're doing good. That makes me happy. I started this channel, I like to see everybody make money. That's why I started this channel. I'm not looking to sell you anything. All I ask is maybe subscribe or like the video, or that's it. Like the video and subscribe, watch the video, support the channel. I'm not going to try to, like I said, sell you anything or have you, buy a membership, or I don't care about really. I like making the money, but I'm not trying to squeeze every penny out of the people. I'd rather just make money, which I'll just tell you, I make this past month, the last month, I made on YouTube $179. That's how much I made. So I don't make that much money. I put a lot of time into these videos, but yeah, I'm not gonna try to nickel and dime you and try to squeeze every penny out of you guys. I'll let the advertisers pay me the money. It's not a whole lot, but this is fun for me. All right, so I'm gonna go show you one of my positions and see what that'll do next week. I'm gonna use the Carnival Cruise Lines, the 27 puts. Let me see how much I can make on those, and then let's see what Victoria is talking about, and we'll go to SpaceX and we'll see how much the premium is that you're getting on these options. So let's see how much she's she's making at different strike prices. All right, let's get over here. I'm gonna go in the under the umbrella here, and we're gonna take a look at that real quick. All right, so here's my account. I did get those extra that money market, that another 10,000 in there. If you look, if you go right down here, it shows the cash and money market. So SWVXX, now I got $20,000 in there, which is good, collecting 3.5% on that. But let's go to the CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, the 27 puts. Okay, so I got 5 out. We're gonna tap on that position. Let's see how much I could possibly make. So I'll go to roll position. I always roll, well, I roll a lot. So rolling is basically buying back the option and then moving it out to a further expiration date. That amount of time you make money for time. Okay, time pays you money. So that week's is worth money. So that's how I get my premium. Okay, so I'm gonna go to roll position and continue and see how much I can make on these options possibly next week. All right, so let me see if this comes up. Hopefully, no, you gotta retry. Still need to fix that problem. I know. So first leg, if I was to buy it back, buy to close, got 5 options. The expiration date is August 28th, and the strike price is $27. These are puts. So if I buy it back, obviously the stock right now is at $25.78, and these are 27 strike price. So I'm in the money by a good bit. So I'd have to buy it back for $1.34, but then I move it out to 1 more week's on the expiration to September 4th, and I just keep everything the same. Strike price, everything, and I would make $1.54. So the difference is 20 cents. So I have 5 of them. That would give me $100. Okay, but that might not happen, because the reason why is the bid is 9 cents, the ask is 49 cents. So you can see how widespread. I hope you guys can see this, because this sun is kind of making the screen a little bit darker. But it's a wide spread, the 9 cents and the 49 cents. So that 20 cents might not be right. I might have to lower that to even 10 cents. But even 10 cents, 12 cents, I'd still make $50 to $60, for the week. So even though I'm deep in the money on those options, I can still make money. and then I'll just wait and see if it pops back up. Hopefully, I think, my opinion, I think it will, but we'll have to see on that. All right, so that's how I'm gonna handle that one next week. Hopefully Monday and Tuesday the market pops up and gets me in a better position where I can make more premium. All right, so let's go to what is it? The SpaceX, and see how much Victoria is really making on these options. Okay, so let's go to SpaceX. We're gonna go to the trade tab right here. Go to just trade, and this is on the Charles Schwab app, and we're gonna change this to SpaceX. But I have it here. Yeah, there we go, SpaceX. And let's see, let's go to the option chain. All right, the stock right now is 136.74. So I'm gonna go to the option chain, and let's see here. Okay, say we move it out to August, let's go to August 11th. So, well, no, let's go to August 4th. I mean, September 4th, I'm sorry, September 4th. So 13 days out, and the stock is at 136. Say I own the shares, so she owns the shares, so she's selling covered calls. Man, if you did a right at the money, let's go with the stock is at 136.97. Let's go with a 137 strike price right here. You can get some money on these. I mean, you're looking at around $6, which for one option would be $600. That's okay. I know what you're talking about, Victoria, now, and that's only 13 days out. So you could go. Let me increase the strikes. You go to the strikes, and let's go 16 strikes. And let's go out a little bit further. So if you even went, let me do 24 strikes. Let's go $10 out, $10 out, and see what I can make. So let's go to 147. Even at 147 strike price, you can still make what, like 280, 282, $282, $10 out. So, I mean, I need 100 shares of this. That's what I need. I've only got like, what was it, 10? I think 10 shares. But yeah, you can get great premium, and that's because it's so volatile. So, I mean, good for Victoria. She's making that money. I love to see people make easy money by pushing buttons. Not like me, you know, working in a truck in 5-degree weather, going upstairs, lifting these packages all day, making a little bit of money. With this, you can just hit buttons and make really good money. You just got to have the capital. That's the one thing. But learn how to do this. You'll get the capital eventually. Keep making that premium. Build your account up, and you can. It's like a snowball, like I always say, going down a hill. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, you can make really, really good money. So I'm gonna go enjoy myself a little bit, and you guys have a great weekend. And I will be putting this video out. If you could please just subscribe to my channel and support my channel, and I will help you out as best I can. Like the videos, go down to the comments and put your finger on it, swipe left, and you can hype my video. It's not search, just hype my video. And that gives me points. It pushes it out further to people that enjoy option selling and in the market in general. So if you guys can do that for me, I'd appreciate it, and support the channel. Appreciate all you guys, and you have a good week, and I'll see you on Tuesday. We'll sell some more options, and I'll make some more money. All right, see you guys.